Hello everyone, welcome to the 5th Patch Us In podcast. I'm here with Dom.
Yo.
And I'm here with Hugh. I just looked at you like as if you would expect to know what to do. I'm here with Hugh.
Yeah, I know, man. We're not going to cut that. We're just going
That's a classic intro.
This is going to be...
Say hi to the people.
Hi.
This is going to be one of those podcasts, isn't it?
Hamish forgot to introduce me. He just looked at
You
me.
know what, I never even introduced myself. I'm Hamish, in case you couldn't figure that out.
That handsome voice.
That smooth, sultry, sexy voice.
Mm-hmm. You hear him?
I sounded a bit like Alan Carr, like sexy voice.
It's because you're drunk and you just think you're awesome. You're like, my voice is amazing.
You know what, I was kidding. Right, so basically we talk about, news, games, movies, TV shows, whatever we've been up to. So to kick things off, let's go with Dom. What have you been up to recently? Anything exciting, Dom?
So, yeah, I've finally jumped into playing Tomb Raider. It's taken me like
25 years.
the new sort of the Rise of the Tomb Raider sort of games for it. And it's been out for a good while.
Are you playing the 2013 Tomb Raider?
Yes. So bless you. So it's the real. It's the launch of it.
Was that 2013?
Yeah,
it's been good.
It was out for the Xbox 360 and the PS3.
I'm going to crack open a cold one.
Oh, here we go. Boys, this is...
Oh,
there we are.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
That's okay.
So you've been playing. You're starting with the first one.
Starting with the first one. So we were talking about it on chat. What we should be discussing for the podcast and that, and it sort of really got me thinking how much Tomb Raider was quite similar to Uncharted, and how much that I've liked the Uncharted games. So I'm going to be honest, not really enjoying this game. Tomb Raider.
I'm really version of Uncharted now.
Exactly. So that's what the problem lies in it. I was like maybe like 3-4 hours in, and because of Games for Gold, that was one of the reasons why I was like, I might as well just download it and stay up for it. And it's been it's been a lifesaver, for downloading games. What was that game you talked about last week again? The builder game?
I don't know. My Time at Porsche.
Yeah, so I downloaded that and I actually really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is a good recommendation. It's a bit buggy, yeah, but it's an independent title for it. But I had more fun playing that than I did with Tomb Raider, which was like, one of those AAA games. Like,
isn't it?
Yeah.
You would automatically assume like it's a bigger game.
Yeah, but I thought it was more because it was different. With Tomb Raider, it just felt like Uncharted. But then Uncharted was supposed to be quite similar to like the old Tomb Raider.
Yeah, it was inspired. So Tomb Raider 90s inspired Uncharted in the 2000s, and Uncharted inspired Tomb Raider in the 2010s.
Yeah,
but Tomb Raider did it at a disservice to Uncharted.
So
yeah, it was very bizarre.
What is it that Uncharted does better? Why do you prefer Uncharted over Tomb Raider? Are you sexist?
I think it's I think it's more the
no more pointy boobies.
Those memories. Sweet memories. I would say it was more
style.
I say it's more because of the characters. Lara Croft's basically, I think she's not really changed much. So even though it's just like a soft reboot.
So you hate women.
That's what it is. Thanks, guys. So I think it was more like the other characters in like Uncharted, like Sully and all that, the supporting characters just a lot more human,
right,
and more relatable than they are with like, I can't even remember any of the characters that Lara runs into.
Yeah,
but then again,
there's that big Samoan guy. I remember him, and the rest of them are pretty forgettable.
Yeah, that's not a name either.
I know,
but you know what I mean? Like you'll be able to remember like a couple of people from Uncharted.
I started playing like the Uncharted collection I got, and I started playing the first one, and I've not even finished it. But yeah, I can even like see the people in my head. Like, and this was maybe last year or something.
So you guys may not know, or anyone in the podcast may not know, I didn't own a PS3, so I never got to play any.
Really?
No, I never owned a PS3.
It's strange, but it was just because I was like 360, always playing just that, and I preferred like Halo and sort of games like that.
It was money for me. I just couldn't afford another console to buy games for.
I genuinely, when I got my PS3, it was with a bundle with some exclusive game, and I bought it and I played that game, and then it just sat collecting dust until years later. I don't know.
Was it the dragon flying game?
No.
That has layer on it.
Was it the fat one, the one that you could basically play PS2 games on?
No, it was earlier than that. It was before they did that, I think.
That is the launch one. They could play PS2 games, then they took it out because it was too expensive.
Alright, well, it must have been after that then. I remember being annoyed that I couldn't. because I got quite a lot of PS2 games.
Is it Heavenly Sword? With your women slashing stuff up?
In for that.
Metal Gear Solid 4? Just do it.
Maybe Metal Gear Solid. That kind of rings a bell. Yeah, maybe.
That was
It took forever to install, and then like Snake would be smoking in the loading screen. And that and you'd be like, hurry up,
just taunting me.
That's just an intro to what we have now. We don't even get those intro scenes with him smoking. We get a bar slowly moving. And then the next day you play again?
Yeah. So I didn't have a PS3, and my first exposure to a PS3 was watching my brother Martin play FIFA. And he's like, I've got
another brother?
Yeah.
We're going to reveal one of the Donahue brothers every podcast.
You better stay tuned.
We'll finish when we get to episode 204.
The reckoning.
We'll have another Donahue on every single podcast.
No one will believe that. It can't be another Donahue.
Not another one.
It's one exhausted mother.
Leave my mother out of this. Aye, so I didn't have a PS3, and my brother was like, "Oh, you should see this game, Uncharted 2, I think he had." And I was like, "Oh, what was the first one like?" He's like, "Oh, I've never really played it. I got this with my PlayStation." Put it on, and they had a wee go with the multiplayer, and I was like, "Alright, okay, it seems okay." And I didn't play it until the re-release on the PS4.
Yeah.
Came with like the Drake Collection.
Yeah.
And 4 was just around the corner for it, Uncharted 4. And I was like, yeah, let me just fire through from that and see. I'll finish off. I've got a week off work. I'll fly through that. And I was like, after playing 3, I was like, why have I never played these games before in my life? What's wrong with me? And it's not because I didn't like any or didn't hear anything about it. I just didn't think, oh, it's an exclusivity. That was like really. I should have really got a PlayStation 3 just for that game. It was worth that.
Oh,
Plus, Last of Us as well.
Being
pretty strong for it. Because when I moved in with one of my other brothers, there you go, that's 2 name drops. He had like Last of Us, and I was playing through that, and I really enjoyed that.
That was the PlayStation 3's the last year of the PlayStation 3. Like Last of Us came out, and then Uncharted 3 came out. And, like a lot of games came out that year, and then it went from nothing to everyone needed a PlayStation 3.
Everyone needs it, yeah. It's crazy.
I don't know what this was.
It was a rise.
It was a rise in buying a PlayStation.
So everyone's get it, but it's the end of the console generation. But then, thankfully, they re-released like they did Last of Us HD for the PS4 as well.
Because no one liked PS3.
Yeah,
The controller was trash.
Well, it was more that it was just too expensive. It still sort of was near the tail end of it to get a brand new one with the Sons and that. But saying that, that got me excited for 4. And then I played 4, and 4 was a masterpiece. I think that's like one of my favourite games ever.
I think it's still in its wrapper over there.
It's crazy, man. Honestly,
I
would say
finished the first one.
Right, so see if you play through it, 1 to 4, you'll really enjoy it.
We can make it a thing.
Yeah.
Why? When I mentioned playing the first one, did you say, "Oh, you need to play the second one"? What makes the second one so good?
The second one, the beginning of the second one blows you away. I started Uncharted 1. I got the trilogy for the PS4. I started Uncharted 1 and I was like, this is pretty good. I can see it's a 2006 game. The platforming was a bit difficult, but the story kept you going because the characters were fun.
Yeah,
Nathan Drake,
engaging.
Nathan Drake was fun.
Nolan North, absolutely amazing as Nathan Drake as well. It's crazy.
So I completed the first one. I was like, well, I may as well start the second one straight away. Started the second one and you start off at it's not a spoiler, it's a crashed train. And you're climbing your way up.
Sounds like a spoiler.
It's not, because it's the start of the game.
I thought that train was going to be fine. So, I mean, this
you walk in and go, but that train that looks fucked. I'm like,
it did that thing of starting you right in the middle of the action.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. There was no.
Thrust you straight in.
So, do you know, it's I would say
hard.
What I would say Uncharted movies are like Indiana Jones movies that are just on a video game platform. And I think it was at Temple Doom when they started rating the action for it.
Yeah.
And they have I think it's just that sort of set piece.
They're going to make an Uncharted film. Now I don't think that's a good idea because games work completely differently than films. Obviously,
I mean,
they've never worked. Game films never really worked. So
it'll be an Uncharted film, but it'll be the same as like a Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones. It'll just have that name on it. It'll just be the protagonist as Nathan Drake. You know what I mean? But it could be any.
You would hope that they wouldn't try to do that. They would try, incorporate quite a lot of the things.
Bring the lore in and all that kind of thing.
And have Nathan, be Nathan.
Yeah.
So Tomb Raider isn't that good.
So that's what I like.
Circle back.
Well, circle back to it again. I could talk hours about how much I enjoyed Uncharted. And that was only a game that, you know...
Yeah, that makes sense now that we have talked for at least 10 minutes about Uncharted.
Exactly, which is strange because I don't know if I'll go back to it, but, you know...
I was about to say, are you gonna bother finishing Tomb Raider?
I actually don't think so. I
so
may
no.
just fall off and just jump onto Batman again, because I was wanting to sort of play through the Arkham series, just to see, just to have something
Well,
to do with it.
the thing I've heard about the Tomb Raider trilogy is the first one is overly long. Like, it's like 13 to 15 hours for that type of game is pretty long, and it outstays its welcome by about 4 hours. So Tomb Raider 2, there's Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Both of them are excellent. What I've read, I haven't actually played either of them, but they're a massive improvement on the other ones.
It's bizarre because you would see, like, when we were at EGX for it, and you seen the
we played the
it,
first level,
and like it was felt completely different from what I was playing there. So I don't know, maybe if it is just because it's aged badly, that's maybe why I'm not enjoying it, and I should grit my teeth, or just be the fact of like, do you know what, I'll watch someone play it to jump to number 2.
Honestly, I felt like see when we played it at EGX, you basically just did this wee puzzle dungeon, which is like a staple in all of them. And I got through it really quick. Like I was sitting there finished when other people were doing it, like before. You know, you only get a certain amount of time.
That's because you got a big brain.
Obviously. No, it's because it's the same. Like I really feel like they're all very similar to each other. You know what I mean? It is the same thing. You get, you know, it refines it a wee bit. It looks pretty much the same. The only real difference is obviously a new story and some of the upgrades and the gadgets and stuff like that you get. But they're all very, very similar.
They said the staple they've got now is her with a bow and arrow. Are they still continuing that through in the other games?
Yeah. She's basically always got a bow and arrow.
Criticism.
That's just your stealthy option.
The criticism from a story and character point is that she is a psychopath. She murdered. Same as Nathan.
Yeah, same as Nathan.
They murder their way through to get a treasure, murder their way back, and they're still the good guy.
Well. No, it's because shit happens to them. Like,
and with Nathan Drake, it's different because his bad guys are obvious bad guys. They're like Nazis, I don't think they're actual Nazis, but they're like Nazis, and supernatural beings. Lara Croft
incarnations
of people.
Incarnations of evil.
Yeah.
So it's like
you don't care about them, so you don't mind killing them. But
Tomb Raider's
enemies are.
There's no moral ambiguity of like, you know, like, am I the bad guy here? Because I'm a murdering psychopath.
For this gold amulet.
For a fucking relic that I can't even sell, because you don't sell that kind of stuff. You don't bring it to the pawn shop. You know, you literally put it in a glass case and look at it. Like you go, it was worth, you know, killing 463 people.
The children still wake up and scream.
You know, like some of the bits in, well, basically in all the Tomb Raider games, it's her, and she tries to get this relic, and then she gets, you know, very close to it, or very close to something, or she gets it, and then you know, the whole place gets stormed by the bad guys. I mean, and
I think it's been done before, because I played it on the PlayStation and stuff. Like the PlayStation, I think up to PlayStation 2. It must have been because I think I have a PS3. And it was like
Tomb Raider,
Underground. I think Underground was the last Underworld
Anniversary and all those other ones.
I did play them and just like, you know, it's a Tomb Raider game.
Tomb Raider Underground, that was the one where she was driving, you know,
with the lights on the bottom of the car and the
Need for Speed Tomb Raider, that was that one.
Let's raid some tombs, boys. But
yeah, Vin Diesel.
But I mean, at the end of the day, how would you really make the bad guys? Bad. You know,
I get what you're saying.
World domination.
In fact,
generally, like
now that I think of it, in one of them, I'm pretty sure, because they go quite supernatural, like, because it's obviously like old legends and stuff like that. I'm sure there's like basically zombies at one point.
Yeah.
So that's fair enough. You can kill zombies, no problem.
I'm sure
they had the supernatural one in Tomb Raider 3.
They've always kind of Tomb Raider.
That is
Tomb Ladle.
Tomb Parody. Tomb Raider.
No, that's Wim Raider.
There it is.
Podcast name.
Anyway.
So apart from that, I was just playing sort of other random sort of games. More.
Too busy working, not enough playing games.
Yeah, that's
what's going on.
It's just work, man.
Work. Have you been to the cinema this week?
Guys, we need you to donate to us so that we can just quit our jobs and play games all the time.
Exactly. But do you know what you need to
give
do?
you this sweet podcast.
But you know what you need to do, guys, as well? You need to follow us on Instagram at patchesinofficial and our Twitter on patchesin. And if you want to email us, it's patchesinofficial@gmail.com.
That's a great idea, Dom.
See,
really good idea.
You know, it just sort of came naturally. I mean, we
that
are filming this, but so it totally looks like I went to my phone and got it.
I'm
But, you know,
absolutely cutting to you on that.
That was completely natural and no way planned.
no way planned. That was like the segue.
It
That's
just
what we
came
call
up.
it.
Well done.
So,
anyway, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to stop you there, Dom, because we've been. How long have we been talking?
20
Like 20 minutes, and that's just what you've been up to. We're not even on to the games. Like, what have you been up to, Hugh?
I've been working.
That's the one. Hey, that's
Next!
Back to Dom.
No, I'm playing some games. I've been heavy on the Switch lately. I've got Super Mario Maker 2,
Yeah.
which we were playing before we were recording, failing at the levels.
Well, you were. I mean, I was doing pretty good.
No, you were.
Well, I was. Well,
no.
you know, I was.
What was that level called? Was it just called Cakewalk? Which was pretty impressive that Hamish on the Cakewalk.
Yeah, Hamish did that one where I just did it for you.
I don't know what you're talking about. There is no video evidence of me playing that. That's true.
Me and Dom sat for over an hour on one level to try and complete it. On super expert.
We did do it, though.
We did do it.
And then I came in and I just did it first time.
That was amazing, though.
Well,
you did it handstanding.
I
It was
know,
very
yeah. I was
impressive.
like one handstand, drinking a beer. I got like 3 hands now.
You decide what the controller was, guys.
Alcohol does wild things to you.
Speaking of Mario Maker 2, we actually got some level codes from some people on Instagram.
Yeah, that was fun.
What was that Instagram again, Tommy?
It was Instagram, yeah.
No, what is our Instagram again? I can't remember.
Instagram is patchesinofficial.
Good, he was able to remember without looking at his phone. Nice.
That's impressive.
We played the level for about an hour again. Didn't manage to complete it.
It was hard.
Bad,
It was extremely hard. No, you didn't even see it. Because Hamish was late today.
A wizard is never late. Yeah, he shows up exactly when he means to. But my point I'm making is, you know, if you have made any levels on Mario Maker 2, get them sent in to us, you know, at the email or on the Instagram, anywhere.
We can screen them.
Yeah, we're gonna
show you failing at them.
Yeah, we're gonna make a wee video of us doing them. So
Being shit.
pick something, you know, make something really difficult, and then you can see Hugh failing hard. In fact, make something easy, and you'll see Hugh failing hard because he's not very good.
Oh fuck you,
But you know, like,
Hamish,
we'll see.
what have you been up to?
Nothing.
Stealing my line.
Don't put me on the spot. I'm supposed to be asking you. What have I been up to? I've actually went back to GTA San Andreas. I'm playing that a wee bit. Oh shit! Here we
That's
go again.
That's a game.
It's classic,
That
man.
is a game.
It's so good. In fact, I actually went on Mixer, absolutely steaming. It was after I was out.
Hey, you were drinking?
I know, it's weird, isn't it? Like, it's not like me, but
It's not like me.
it's not like me. It's not like me. Mario. You know, I went on and
Sorry, it's accent humour, guys. It's not. It's not being racist.
Casual racism in the podcast.
it's not racism.
It's accent humour.
It's just, you know, paying homage to the Italians. But you know what? Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I forgot how much I liked that game.
Soundtrack is phenomenal.
Yeah.
In that game.
I
And you
saw-
forget.
I was like, you know, it's very early stages. I just started it, so you know, I didn't have loads of money, or you know, I couldn't do loads of things, but I still just really enjoyed it.
This peaks GTA for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think any GTA since has made me feel that cool.
Yeah.
So when you're going to the gym and you're making your guy add a buff, or you're going to the KFC place and just making him fat.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like you have like Sam Jackson's in it, like right away.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
totally
it's
forgot
like,
that. But the
there's,
cop,
like,
yeah, Sam Jackson
Yeah.
does the cop. So I
a
was
few
like,
celebrity ones in
in
it.
fact, I'm sure it on my Mixer stream, which I think I saved, which I really shouldn't have because I was so drunk. But I'm sure I was like,
Wait,
is that Sam fucking Jackson? But no, I really enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
just good. I've been,
Will
what
you
else?
continue to play it?
Oh,
Will you try and complete it?
absolutely fucking lovely, yeah, definitely.
Do you like GTA 5 is a great game, but do you think San Andreas beats it still?
So I would say like because GTA
That's a
5
hard
does
question.
have like see the multiplayer for it is
Yeah.
absolutely great. And it's the only problem I have with it is like it's only sort of one character that was good to play as out of the three.
Wait, who? Who do you
The
think?
psychopath?
Michael, Trevor, or
Trevor.
Trevor, at least you can't even remember. Nah, Trevor was the most interesting. There's nothing wrong with Michael.
No. So when you switch back to him and he's on a mountain in a dress, he's on a mountain in a dress, and you're like, how the fuck did he end up there?
I had ones of him just like over the top of the bridge, just hanging, going, he's in his underwear and all that. Like,
you don't like Trevor because he remains...
No, Trevor annoyed me. Like, I just thought, like, I like Michael. Michael was cool. I was always Michael if I could be, unless you had
Trevor
to be.
Trevor reminds me of you, that's why.
But no, like, apart from, like, you know, having that, like, the multiplayer was, like, what made the game for me. That when that got released. Yeah, it was buggy at first, but see, after a couple of months and you get your pals to play with you.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Oh, it was so much fun. I mean, like, now that they're even still updating it to
I was
this day,
going to say there's like a casino opening up on like the 26th of this month or something like that.
So
26th of July for all those people listening to this podcast years from now, because it's comedy gold. July 26th, 2019. That's not even on, like, you know,
it's not on the
calendars anymore, you know, because we're timeless, obviously.
Dated this podcast.
I liked all of that, though. I was letting you continue.
I looked at you and you were like, where are you going with this, man? But no, like, on the one hand, I am happy that they're still updating it. On the other hand, I'm like, hey, Rockstar, put more shit in Red Dead Redemption 2 online, you know.
I think they've kind of given up on that. I think they've kind of lost a lot of people, because, like, I'm going to be honest, I've not played that since I completed the story.
Right.
And that's bad, because I was looking forward to doing the multiplayer for it.
I've got a secret. I've never played a Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that's not a secret.
I have a secret. Oh, sorry,
because you've already told us now.
Yeah.
So. But yeah,
I've never played Red Dead.
Shocking.
I've played the only Rockstar games I've ever played are GTA games, and Bully and Red Dead are on my list to play.
You played Manhunt?
No, never.
I would say
Manhunt was so fucking good.
Bully was really fun.
Yeah, Bully. Isn't Bully getting a sequel? I'm sure I heard Bully's getting a sequel. But Manhunt, even though it's a single player game, obviously, I remember me, my brother, and our friend. I was only like, when I would have been like 16, 17 or something like that at the time. I was 16.
It's like 45 years ago.
I was 16 at the time, right? And we got a bottle of Jack Daniels, and we just got steaming, and we just took turns playing levels. Like, and it was so much fun. And it's just such a cool game. Like, you don't mind watching someone play it. I'm not a big, you know, like
a let's player or a
backseat game more.
But you know what? I totally enjoyed watching it. Which, now that I think about it, sounds kind of bad because it's about killing people. And
but no, it's because it was an interesting concept, because the controversy was around it as well. Like, people were banning it, and it was banned from like so many countries. And I remember playing it and going, what's so controversial about this? I remember, apart from like, you know, the deaths, like see the insta kills and stuff with the plastic bag.
The aesthetics of it was the one that made it over the top. Like, you could do worse things in other games, but
really, like,
it was the one they picked on because
you can kill people in so many games.
Yeah,
no problem at all.
Mass murder in every single game we played.
Yeah, but if you actually show it up close, and you know, I'm working a.
Call of Duty is the highest selling game ever, I think, and you murder your way through that game to the very end.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's it. So,
I've been playing that. I've been playing Wolfenstein 2 as well.
Oh,
that is a great game.
New Order.
Yeah,
is that what it's called? Yeah.
Wolfenstein is so underrated. I don't see how it doesn't sell more than the new one's coming out. The new kind of side story. The young ones.
Youngblood.
Got that pre-ordered, by the way. So I'll be playing that the next couple days. I pre-order everything and forget.
I'm enjoying that, but you know what? You get to this bit where you're on this like big ship, and it's like your safe zone with all your people, and there's a wee arcade machine that you can play Wolfstone 3D. Like, I remember it being called Wolfenstein 3D, but this is called Wolfstone 3D. I don't know if that's a different version, but I think I've been playing that longer than I've been playing the actual game, like, because it's just fun. You know,
I think you could do that in the first one as well.
Well, the first one, it's when you go to sleep or something like that, or you pass it, and you only get like a minute of it or something like that, and I think you can unlock a way to
because they can get an arcade cabinet for it as well.
But I remember being annoyed at that, like trying to get through it, but I was playing, you know, the original Wolfenstein 3D, whatever.
Is that the one that came out on the original Xbox?
No,
it was out way before that.
This came out on the PC in 1994.
Oh right, okay.
It was like Doom.
Yeah.
Like, it was a first-person shooter. Like
Is that the one with the Hitler and the robot?
but you killed Nazis.
Okay.
No, but yeah, the end boss is Hitler and a big robot suit. I'm sure.
Okay, so it's that one.
Aliens.
Yeah. I know. Well,
so
I'm sure there's a
DJ
robot.
Blazkowicz.
Yeah. No, but sorry, Hamish.
But I'm really enjoying playing that, and it's way more expansive than I remember. Like, there's 6 episodes, and I was like, I'll just play the first one.
Oh, Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh, well, Wolfenstein 3D, yeah. And I was like, play the first one, and I'll probably get through it pretty quickly. But even then, there's like over 10 levels on it, and it's brilliant. But I'm so enjoying just playing that. It's just a classic fucking game.
Do you get achievements for completing the game inside the game?
No, well, the first time you play it, you get an achievement.
Say
And
Metro
then,
or something.
yeah, it's like it's just you've played this. And I did actually look at the achievements. I was like, I wonder if I complete this or I get a high score in this.
Yeah.
But then I saw that you didn't. But I was still, normally I would be like, whatever, I'll just do that later. But I'm enjoying it so much.
That's good.
And you know what's really weird? I like there's secret areas where you just go up to a specific wall and press a button and it opens. I can remember all that from when I played it, like
20 years ago or something.
65,000 years ago.
Wow.
When I was young.
When you were
I think the
feeling-
episode things, like, what I remember from Duke Nukem and Doom was that the episodes were almost full games to themselves. They're like full stories.
Quake did that
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Quake was quite
it's-
good. The maps were very huge.
It's not something that we get much now, apart from like
Open world games.
Life is Strange and stuff like that, who release episodes as like full beginning.
Yeah.
So it was just how they did it back in the day. They would release the game and go, here's episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
FPSs especially, Duke Nukem had like 6 episodes or something, which were all great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I've been up to. So
That's
that
good.
took a long time to talk about what we've been up to.
Yeah, that's longer than usual for it.
Did I see what I was up to?
Well, no one cared really, so we just kind of glanced over you. No, I asked you, and you were like,
You said nothing first, that's my line.
No, you did talk about
I talked
Mario
about Mario
Maker.
Maker.
You did
Talked about
talk
Mario
about
Maker.
And we sort
Can I
of-
talk about Football Manager?
no, that's
Well,
boring.
see-
that's a lot of shit. So no,
If you want to talk about Football Manager, you can. But we'll
we'll
lose half
cut
the
that out.
listeners.
It's fine.
Yeah, get your own podcast.
I'll get another drink. Like Dom can, do it.
Football Manager, I'm not even going to talk about this. Is all I'm going to say is
Huh?
that game. I have put more money into a Football Manager game than any other games ever. I buy the mobile version and I buy the console version every year.
Alright, I thought you meant like microtransactions.
No,
It doesn't have it, does it?
Not really. You can buy there is the mobile version's got microtransactions, but there's like you buy the game for $6.99 and then you can buy all of the microtransactions for 99 pence each or $7.99 or something.
What are the microtransactions? Is it
It's
players
like
or?
editor, so you can like edit player stats,
Right.
and then you can edit challenges, and you can unlock these things through the game.
You can actually play
but
it.
you have to like do certain things, like you win
So
the
it's
World
like a
Cup.
shortcut, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna crack open another cold one.
There we go,
But
boys.
that's enough for Football Manager. I love that game.
Segway, boys.
I kind of fucked that there.
You did. You made that sound awful.
I've done this so many times as well.
Have you been to the cinema this week, boys?
This week, no.
I did.
Have you seen it, Dom?
Yes, I did get to see Spoderman's.
Oh,
I did
yeah,
I
try
say
to-
Spider-Man.
Oh, sorry,
No one knows what that
Spider-Man.
means.
Spider-Man far from
Everyone knows who Spoderman is. I think he's,
Spider-Man Far From Home.
he's got like the red suit and the black eyes and the 2 swords and
And he goes,
he shoots-
Spoderman,
shoots guns.
Spoderman, I am Spoderman. That one.
We're losing 5 listeners.
we don't have 5 listeners in the first place, man. Like,
So I really enjoyed that.
we talked about this last week, Dom. So no.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, we didn't do
I'm kidding, I'm
spoilers.
kidding, I'm
though.
kidding.
We did
Oh, yeah,
spoilers.
Would you wait?
Spoilers.
What did you think about the first after credits bit?
Oh,
Where
we
you
are
see
skipping
yeah.
so much.
in a minute, right? I'm very curious about J.K. Simmons,
Yeah,
J. Jonah Jameson.
J.K.
It
Rowling.
is the perfect casting ever.
J.K. wants pictures of Spider-Man.
Well, yes, but he is a menace. So
So
anyway, what,
Dom, go on.
to move on to an actual real conversation.
you're giving me yes, here's a menace to society.
That was top class patter right there.
Now that we've
so
got
yeah,
that one in the bag.
nailed it. So yeah, I did like the surprise of J.K. Simmons showing up and reprising the role of J. Jonah Jameson. In the video game format as well, as what we were discussing earlier, is the Daily Bugle sort of YouTube channel, Twitter, sort of
Radio
radio show host.
Alex Jones.
Yeah,
Infowars.
I was like, that's perfect for him now to sort of to be integrated into sort of
it's
modern
keeping it modern, isn't it? But I mean, like, what did you think of the film in general?
In general, like, really liked it. I think it was a lot better than the first one from Homecoming. With the villain for it as well, like,
Mysterio.
you still had, I think, Vulture.
Spoiler, that's not Mysterio. He's a good guy.
So, like, Vulture had that one moment in the movie,
in the car.
Yeah.
It was like, you know,
Terrifying.
Yeah, it was great.
He was terrifying in the suit and out the suit, man. Like,
Yeah.
I was talking
Michael
about this
Keaton,
last
yeah.
thing,
One of the best actors.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
ever.
brilliant.
Like,
yeah, Michael Keaton in that moment, like, you know,
I think it was cool the way they did it with the lights.
Yeah.
Because the lights got, like, the red light was on his face and stuff like that, and it was kind of like he was angry, but he was like keeping it under wraps, and he just figured out all this stuff.
He was in control, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
was
like
super
you had
exciting.
that one moment in that movie, and the rest of it sort of was like, yeah, let's have some fun, and then like with Peter at the end, like with the rubble on top of him, and then realising, and you keep forgetting, you're like, yeah, actually he's just a kid. He's like he's
15,
doing
16 or something.
yeah, you're like, this is like when he was screaming like for help and all that, you're like, ooh,
Tom
this
Holland's
is
a good actor.
That's
as well.
it.
yeah, Tom was for that. So like when this one, it did feel a bit more, you know, jovial and fun.
Yeah.
And Jake Gyllenhaal having his moment with Mysterio, like I didn't see that. Like,
I
you know,
think
and
it's
you know,
fantastic,
as a
isn't
fan of Spider-Man, you sort of know that something's no right with that. But
Yeah.
they played it off so well. Like that bit with the bar. When they were there, and he sort of walks out after giving Tony's glasses to him, and everything sort of changed around. I'm like, wait, what are they leading with? And he had the mocap suit on and all that. I'm like, that's actually genius. Oh my god, that's
it's a great way again to make it modern, you know, because it's
realistic. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It feels like, you know, we could be getting there with the holograms and that as well, and memories and like
The drones.
yeah, and then like having them like, wait, because when they started doing the hologram, I'm like, it's just a hologram. What is that causing damage? And then you realise that the drones will fill up with guns and weapons. Like, oh, so he's actually fucking shit up.
What I
just
loved
to get
about it
home.
was the fact that he made, you know, Nick Fury quotes.
Yeah, Nick Fury.
Believe him that he came from another dimension, because shit has got so serious in the MCU that everything's believable now.
Yeah.
Like oh shit, alright, that happened.
Because
I can believe that.
they
He
had
came
that-
from another dimension.
that's something I was just going to touch on when you were talking about, like, oh well, they're using holograms and drones. It's like they could have literally just said he's a magic user, he can do all of this shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
You had that one throwaway line that Tom Holland said as well, or Spider-Man said, do you know, or Peter Parker should I really say. He's like, yeah, we all thought, you know, Thor was a mystical.
Peter Parker's Spider-Man. That's a spoiler, guys.
He said, like, you know, yeah, everyone thought like Thor was like, you know, a mystical thing, and now we read about him in math, and it's like, well, yeah, like you're going to be like realise that these people exist.
Magic is just
Science
that's not been explained yet or discovered
yeah, so
yet,
they're
but-
just sort of trying to discover
It's
that.
a
So then,
goddamn hammer that shoots lightning. How's that science?
Well, there is actually in one of the comics they talk about why his hammer's heavy and people can't lift it.
I've got the answer.
And it's-
They're not slow enough.
Massive.
It's because they've not been working out, you know.
It's a massive a fucking sun inside it, or there's a
No, it was
god,
made
there's
from a
god.
dying star or whatever.
Right.
But
Dying
no,
star.
like there's I don't know if this is canon in the whole, you know, Marvel universe, but there's a comic and it talks about it, and it's basically like it's kind of Asgard's version of like nanotech that you know Tony Stark uses. Like when people touch it, it kind of checks somehow to see like, are you worthy or are you know like, and then if they're not, it just puts a ton of weight on basically, so it's impossible
like
to lift.
Vision. Like,
Aye, basically, yeah. Like, but I mean, that was in like one
it's just a
comic,
that's
so
Vision.
like, fuck Vision.
Paul Bettany was in like 3 films.
It wasn't. No, he was the
He was in
voice.
Endgame.
Aye, he was in. He was in
I
the
know
voice
it was the
of
voice
Iron
of
Man.
Jarvis, but like
It was Jarvis.
Vision's such a good character in the comic. I know there was hardly anything they could do him because he was so powerful that he didn't really make sense.
They kind of
They nerfed him a lot.
they had to nerf him, I think, because otherwise people would have been like, well, why didn't Vision just wreck
Fucking
shit?
blow him up with his fucking
Aye.
Infinity Stone on his head.
It's like they goddamn eagles, dragons and stuff like that. Like, they're like, oh,
And
why
Lord
don't we
of-
have
Oh,
a
and Lord of
Well, Lord of the Rings,
Yeah,
the
why
birds are
didn't they just drop them off?
yeah, it's that sort of ones
Yeah.
for it. Or like, why didn't the dragon from Game of Thrones do this? And you're like,
Aye.
it's like just disbelief, please. You know, you just can't just.
You can poke holes in anything.
Yeah, you can
anything. You know what I mean?
But yeah,
but I just found it was kind of weird that they decided to go with a whole holograms and drones things, because you know, like I was saying, they could have literally just been like, he's a magic user. You know, he does this, and after things like Guardians of the Galaxy, or you know, all the mad shit that we've seen in the MCU, no one would have went, it's a bit unbelievable. You know, it seems like,
especially after like everyone disappearing.
I
liked how
maybe like Iron Man times, like 10 years ago or whatever, when they were still trying to keep it really kind of grounded and give these realistic, you know, reasons. It seems like that's the kind of thing they would have went with, but it was interesting anyway. Interesting take on it. Yeah.
But I did like see like, so his sort of scene, like his Vulture scene, like, or the Mysterio scene, was like him explaining everything of like why he's against Tony, and I thought was really well acted.
I like that they brought back like, here's
the box of scraps. They brought him getting near the doctor. I'm like, holy crap, that is a wow. Like,
the
thing about that is a lot of people complain about it. Spider-Man is just a Tony Stark flunky in these MCU films, where it used to be that Spider-Man was number one in Marvel. In the comics, he wasn't the most powerful, but he was the most popular. And now Iron Man's the most popular because of the films and because of how bad Spider-Man's films have done.
How bad they've done?
Well, Amazing Spider-Man put a bad taste in them.
Oh yeah.
Especially the second one. The first one wasn't even that bad, I don't think. But the second one was annoying.
I feel bad for Garfield because
he was good Spider-Man.
He was pretty good for it. And
he still looked too old. And so did Tobey Maguire.
They should have been college Spider-Man.
Well, they were college Spider-Man.
No, not in the first film. They weren't.
Did not Garfield.
No, Andrew Garfield was.
Garfield was in high school.
He was in high school. No,
both films he was in high school.
No, like
he was graduating in the second film.
Wasn't Tobey Maguire like high school quickly graduate into college because him and Harry?
In the first one, because they move into New York.
Yeah.
All right.
It was having that sort of moment as well. Really, sort of, I thought was really interesting.
Do you think that having Iron Man as the focal point of all of Spider-Man's stories, does it take away from Spider-Man?
No, because there's so much you can tell with Spider-Man. Like, this is his fourth time that he's been in a movie. Is it his fifth, including that? Because it's Civil War,
the two Avengers, Endgame, and
that's what he's fourth for. Endgame and Infinity War.
Biggest film ever, Infinity War.
Yeah.
Far From Home and Home. God, that's five. That's 5 films.
Nailed it. Five.
5 films he's been in now, so it's not like he's a new Spider-Man anymore.
But like, you know, if you think Infinity War and Endgame, he was
only in them for short time. Yeah. Well, he was in Infinity War the whole film, pretty much, and then he was only in the end of Endgame, which I need to watch again.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, with the whole reveal as well, like Mysterio, and just like blowing the fact that, like, you know, shocker for everyone that Peter Porker is Spider-Man's. And him screaming at the end, just like Anna did when she seen him at the end of the first one, going, "What the fuck?" I was like,
"That's really interesting. I really want to see what they're going to do with that." Like, so, you know what I would love? What would be absolutely perfect in my mind is he's like, "Oh shit, I need a lawyer," and then he gets Daredevil. You know, gets Matt Murdock. But
I don't think that's going to happen. I think Daredevil's stuck in TV land for
TV
now.
limbo.
Yeah, because they've just done TV show that I don't think they're going to bring him in.
Have you not seen that amazing Ben Affleck Daredevil film?
There is a good version of that film.
Yeah, the director's cut was good.
The director's cut is great, and I've got that on DVD, and it's pretty good.
Yeah. So
I think I've said that like 10 times in 4 podcasts.
Yeah.
Listen, watch the Daredevil director's cut.
Watch it, guys. I'm going to keep saying this until you watch it.
You gotta watch the Daredevil.
So you've seen that. Hugh, have you seen it in the cinema?
I saw Jaws.
Alright, okay. Where was my invite?
It was in the
I got a personal.
It's in the posts.
I've got an unlimited card too, you know.
I think it was the day me and
Jaws, man. Like,
my girlfriend wanted to spend time together.
Yeah.
So we went to see Jaws, which is the 40th anniversary of the release of the film.
Sharks do live a long time.
They do live a long time. I think they said in the film they could live thousands of years. I don't think that's right.
Well,
mostly because then I read afterwards that the guy that wrote the book that inspired the film didn't know anything about sharks.
You can live for thousands of years. You sure that's right? Yes.
But the film still holds up to this day. Like the mechanical shark looks amazing, and like my girlfriend's really scared of the water.
Mm-hmm.
She can't really swim that well. She's dead nervous, and I could feel her tensing up during the water parts, and I thought it was hilarious. Obviously,
When was the last time that you watched Jaws? Like before you went to see it?
got to be 10 years ago probably.
I would say probably when they did the Blu-ray release. That's when I rewatched it because they did we were talking about like the HD upscale what they done for it and like how it looks so good.
Yeah,
they went
amazing.
through every individual frame of the original film and they upscaled it, even if they've got like burnt marks or anything like that. They went over it painstakingly. That's why it took so long for them to do it. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Like especially see like when it was the first movie that sort of integrated the crane scene, I think it's called, where it's basically someone stays in frame but the camera goes right into them, so it has that sort of dramatic zoom.
Is that where the boy gets, spoilers for a 40-foot-year-old film, the boy gets eaten and like Brody, the sheriff, it like zooms in and it's his panic he can feel. And like,
so the reason how they do that is the camera goes forward while they're doing it. And
you change the lens though as well, don't you? So that you keep the focus on the face.
So you zoom in while you're coming in for it as well, and it gives that sort of dramatic in for it. And so many movies have used it now, but that was like the first one. Yes,
it looked awesome.
So you imagine at the time when that first came out, people flipping.
I saw 3 films that day.
My point was, is it Sinead not expecting these scares, or was it just still scary anyway?
It's still scary anyway.
Was that her first time when she saw it?
No, she saw it before, but it's different in the cinema.
Seen it before.
Yeah, because it's bigger.
She's seen it before.
So what other movie did you see as well, man?
Right, I saw Jaws
3 times.
And then I saw Hamish, don't get mad because I know you get mad at this one. I saw Stuber.
Oh, you seen Stuber?
I saw Stuber.
My boy Batista, and you went to see, and I specifically mentioned it in the last podcast. Listen to our last podcast.
That's a creepy voice. Stuber's a film with Dave Batista.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the trailer. I talked about it. I wanted to see it. Asshole.
I'll go see it again.
Whatever. No.
Was it good?
Fuck you.
Yeah, it was good.
Spoiler.
Beginning was good. The end was good.
Spoiler.
The middle dragged a little.
Spoiler.
Stop saying spoiler.
He's spoiling it. I thought it was going to be a bad film. He said it's good.
But Dave Batista, his comedy is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's so willing to do stupid things for a big, huge guy.
Yeah.
And I think you're used to him from wrestling. We were used to him from wrestling, and then obviously Guardians of the Galaxy. But in this, he's
actually here with us. You'll see. Well, you actually won't see on the camera because he's staying so still. It can't be seen by the human eye.
I mean, it's great for not to be seen on a visual, video podcast. So
there's cameras.
None of them are looking at you.
Yeah, well,
I'm looking at Dave, so we're okay.
No, he's right behind me.
It was a good film. The comedy was good. It feels like every single. America pumps out 500 of these comedy films every year, and they've all sort of got similar plots. Yeah. They've all sort of got similar jokes.
Like that. Yeah.
The only difference in this one is Dave Batista was funny, and
was he carrying this film?
Yeah, he was.
Was he basically Batista bombing everyone?
He was shooting people. He was smashing folk.
The driver Kumail and Jerry.
I don't want to say that name because I will wreck it.
But no, what I mean is he's funny. So
he was funny, but
you can't just put it down to
he played the same pathetic character that a lot these films usually have one strong character who can't show his feelings and one really feeling character
that's what makes
who can't show his strength.
That's what makes the dynamic,
And you've seen it a million times, and it's only good because those two guys are pretty funny together. The other characters aren't that great. Even the bad guy isn't great.
But it's your sort of just, it's a safe movie, you would say, a safe summer movie.
I'd definitely go see it if you've got time, but...
See what I didn't get is, I wouldn't really put much stock in a bad guy in it anyway, because you don't even see the bad guy in the trailers. You literally just see Batista wrecking shit.
Yeah.
And that itself is telling.
That's the joke,
that is the film, basically. That makes it kind of clear to me, anyway, that you're not really going to care about the bad guy. You're here to see Batista.
Yeah, you see
Batista bombing people.
I want to move on to the next film because we've got a few things to say.
Right.
We move on from Jaws.
Anyway, Dom. So
before we do that, Hugh. Before we do that,
Let's talk about anything else.
Hamish, where can you find us on Instagram?
On the search function, I suppose.
Is it? Is it on Patches in Gaming Official?
I think it's Patches in Gaming Official. Yeah.
Oh, that's very good for it. Do you know where we are on Twitter?
I am sure that we are on Twitter, and it's Patchison at Patchison.
Yeah,
if you want.
And what about emails? Do we have a Gmail?
We do. We have patchisonofficial@gmail.com.
Yeah,
Yep,
well,
that was
that's
me. I just put on a different voice.
So yeah, so
I've never had to do this, but I always ask other people.
So that was a good segue. So you're saying what was...
Dom, I mean, come on. We have Twitch as well.
Oh, that's right.
Twitch.tv/Patchison Gaming. I know. I just said it. I know.
Twitch.tv/PatchesandGaming.
Yeah.
You don't need to say /. You say /.
/ There's a backslash as
Yeah,
well.
exactly, and you call that backslash.
Backstage.
Back talk to me.
I'll backslash you in a minute.
So Hugh,
Sounds like you're gonna pee on me in a weird way. Well,
pee on your back.
for the non-Scottish listeners, / is colloquial for pee. So.
Taking a whiz.
A Waz, yeah.
Waz
Can
taking
we
a
move on
wicked
to
yes.
what I was trying to talk about?
No, I don't think it's
So,
gonna be. I don't think
Hugh.
it's gonna be very good.
I saw
So
The
wait,
Matrix.
so.
Right, so Dom, tell us about your hat because you wear this hat every time. Okay, Hugh, tell us about the third film that you saw that same day because you have no life.
Are you pissing because I didn't invite you?
No.
Sorry.
I saw The Matrix.
Yeah, we've all seen The Matrix.
Now, in the cinema
Yeah, we all saw it in the cinema.
in 2019.
What? No! You dropped a bomb!
And do you know what?
Yeah.
Jaws looked better.
Whoa.
Jaws and The Matrix.
Jaws looked like it looked better.
Is Keanu Reeves dodging sharks and is it like a remake? Like
Well, that would
with
be great.
Jaws in it? Like,
But like the Matrix is 20 years old this year, and they said they were re-releasing a 4K remaster.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they did this, but that film doesn't look good. Like,
why not?
It's very bloody.
Did they still have
It's
like?
super bloody.
See when the
I
Matrix?
don't know. It's the way they filmed it and how they filmed it. Is it digital compared to like analog?
They had that
film?
fucking green filter over everything.
In the Matrix, they did see like in the actual Matrix, they did put the green filter.
That
Yeah.
might be it. It's just
Or maybe because there's so many action scenes that slow down, they're like, if we make this too clear, it'll
gonna
be
see it.
obvious. Yeah, you'll see it too much. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. It's just because they advertised that as a
What is it?
4K
Wachowski
remaster.
brothers. Get them on the phone.
Give on the horn.
Give us a second, guys. We're gonna phone the Wachowski brothers and find
They're
out.
not brothers anymore.
One's
Why
a
not?
girl.
They're both transgender now.
Oh, they're both now. Oh, right.
Well, sisters, the Wachowski sisters.
Just the
They're not
people.
the Wachowskis.
Yeah, they're just the
Whatever.
The people.
Those people that made the film. You know what I mean? Jesus
You
Christ.
call them people?
Are you not going?
They're persons.
They're still people. That's the
Anyway.
same fucking.
Anyway.
Enough of Hugh's transphobic language. Anyway.
Say a thing.
Sorry, Hugh.
The film is very bloody.
You have any idea how offensive that is, Hugh?
We're trying to put content out here.
Anyway,
We're gonna
Hugh.
have to cut all of this.
Hugh, no, we don't. No,
Hugh.
no. Let us know. Let us know how much you enjoy these these moments on our Twitter. Where's our Twitter?
I don't fucking care. Fuck Twitter.
Right, Hugh, you gonna tell us more about this film or not? Jesus Christ.
The fight and the shoot and that's it, right?
Oh, so like the Matrix the first time round? Yeah. Wait a minute, you just said I've got a few things to say about this, and you've just told us
A few
that you
things.
saw the Matrix, and you told us
The Matrix
everything.
doesn't. The Matrix
right.
doesn't hold up.
Okay.
The Matrix doesn't hold up.
That is
Does
quite
not
short for it. Especially like because like I've had a pal that was obsessed with the Matrix and said
Never
it was
had
one.
a pill.
Hush.
The problem with the Matrix was they tried to.
Hey.
Wait till like, you know I feel that burn that he was just giving me. I said
No,
I had
right.
no friends.
What-
Continue, sorry.
What were you gonna say?
No, I wasn't saying anything. I was letting you.
You just said.
I'm letting that sit in. The fact that I have no pals. So just let me. Like,
No, what were you gonna say? I'm
just
sorry.
like, no, I was going to say for that.
Right.
So
The Matrix.
Get a lamb talk.
So my pal who's been obsessed with the Matrix went and seen it at the Cineworld sort of special that they had for it, and he was saying it was like absolutely spectacular on that. But I don't know if it's just because of nostalgia for it. So when you said
there's a lot of nostalgia for the Matrix. Like I enjoy the film still. I still get it. The fight scenes are still amazing. The choreography is what I said is still great.
Is it though?
Because it took them like 4 years to choreograph each fight. But nowadays, I think Keanu Reeves has ruined the Matrix by making John Wick.
Oh.
John Wick is super realistic.
So you're comparing the John Wick fight scenes to the Matrix fight scenes, and is that the reason that you don't think it holds up, or is it because of the quality?
Do you think it's because you're spoiled? See, with like how well fights are shot now compared to the Matrix, because the Matrix for its time, like,
for its time, Matrix was groundbreaking. Now, if you released a film like the Matrix now, it would just be another sci-fi film. The other reason I think that the Matrix doesn't hold up is because every film for the 10 years after it copied every one of its themes.
Especially the comedy, like see for doing everyone try to do the slowdown.
They copied everything about the film, so you're now at a point where you're
numb.
You're sick of all of these tropes, and they weren't tropes at the time.
Yeah, it was
because
unique.
the Matrix invented them all, and now you're like,
it wasn't
bullet
cliche,
time and the slowdown and the 360
You really think
cam.
you really think that's area breathing for philosophical sort of mind over
What I was saying about the John Wick thing is, see the fight scenes in the gunplay in John Wick totally outclassed the gunplay and the fight scenes in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same, I think it's the same choreography team that does both.
It is, yeah, it is.
In the Matrix, things don't seem to hit as hard, and in John Wick, things hit very, very hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, that seems a bit unfair. It's an old film versus a new film.
Yeah, it is unfair.
That's like comparing an old game to a new game. And
that's what I'm saying. I still enjoy the Matrix, but I see its flaws much more now.
Yeah.
Like, it's still an 8 or 9 out of 10 film, but it's not the classic in that genre anymore.
Are you more happy now to realise that you're not nostalgia blind for it, or do you think like having a bit of nostalgia for it does sort of help? Like,
yeah, the nostalgia, because if you didn't know about internet culture in 1999 or 2000, you don't really get this film.
Pre 9/11 as well, you would say, because like a lot of people, like the fear of sort of having something like that happening, like sort of got escalated a lot more, especially when Matrix came out DVD tape. Sort of why is that would have been, people have been like, no man, they're totally against us, and we've got to go underground and stuff, you know what I mean? So that would have probably
turned the winds against us.
They turned the winds against us, like let me
reference.
Which no one's gonna get.
but the Matrix is a dated film because of it uses so much technology and stuff from and fashion and stuff from that time that look
like that'd be that phone.
Yeah, that's the Nokia phone. You press the button, it slides down. I had
one of them as well. This is so cool, man.
I broke it within days.
But so you were saying like Jaws on the one hand still holds up, timeless, always will, but Matrix not so much.
No, the Matrix won't. The Matrix will be this film started this genre, this crazy trend, and no one really talks about the Reloaded or what's the other one?
Revolutions.
See, we don't even fucking know
Revolutions.
I went to the
it's just Neo turning round in circles.
The first,
Mr. Anderson.
Even though they could have done a better job explaining the story in the next two, but the first one is the classic. But I think if more people go back to watch it, they'll go, I don't see what's special about this anymore. Whereas if you go back to Jaws, you're like, here are the special things about this film, because it still holds up. The special effects still hold up. The acting holds up massively. And I'm sorry, Keanu Reeves, you have got better with age. You were not great in The Matrix.
He's like a fine wine.
Listen, a lot of people have always had that criticism of Keanu Reeves. He's a bit wooden, And
I think that's why he's sort of like, he's came out of his shell a lot more. He's like, I've made my money.
His action scenes are great. He's great in all the action scenes, but if you have to show any sort of emotions, he's like, whoa.
Honestly, it's really hard to say that he's got better, and I'm sure he has, but the things he's been in recently, like John Wick, doesn't really need to show emotion ever.
They're just casting to his strengths.
They're
just making a film to Keanu Reeves' strengths now. The other thing is that the supporting cast in this actually are really good. It's obviously you've got Lawrence Fishburne and I don't know any other names of the actors.
Mr. Smith, mate.
Hugo
Weaving, yeah.
Hugo Weaving.
Fucking
I've-
amazing.
Hugo Weaving
villain,
is
man.
excellent.
He was
Yeah.
the only person in the
Lawrence
Matrix
Fishburne
that actually knew any martial arts going in.
Oh, really?
Really?
He was the only person. He's a black belt in karate and jiu-jitsu or something like that.
That's
It was
cool.
like really strange.
See the crazy thing about him, you could actually feel that he probably hated
See what
everyone.
good that punch.
Like his acting showed you he hated humans.
He's a great actor, man. He's really fucking good.
See the
I mean,
way he was interrogating Morpheus,
Yeah.
and he was talking about the smell,
Smell.
and he was dragging his fingers along Morpheus,
Yeah,
and
it's like that,
it
yeah.
was like
He was-
visceral.
he was
you
in
could
there,
feel-
aye. He
you
hated
could feel
Lawrence
that.
Fishburne in that fucking scene.
And
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne was excellent in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
Get up. And he's like, "Rah!"
like-
that scene's brilliant. Running against the.
Again-
I think it's classic, you know. I'm kind of surprised that you say it's dated. Like,
It
and
dates
I-
itself with the technology and the tropes
I
that
don't-
weren't
no, but I
tropes
don't-
at that time.
I don't think it's fair to say that, you know, that it doesn't hold up because loads of other films after this do these things.
Oh,
It's
no,
like
but
you need to show respect to the original. Like,
Oh, but the thing
I
is,
think
it's because he's seen it so much.
Yeah,
that
but
it's
still,
sort of
but
kind
The
of-
things
you
that make
should
that
still-
film special have been overused, which is not that film's fault.
It's not. Yeah.
Aye,
But
no,
it's been
that's-
overused, it's made me numb to
That's
the
my
cool,
point, though. Like,
the
it's
cool
not
part.
that film's fault. You know what I mean? They're,
Yeah.
you know, they're.
But that also, it's a reaction from me.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't give me
I'll
that
change your
same-
reaction here.
It doesn't give me that same.
Change your reaction.
When I watched that film as a 12-year-old boy in 1999, 2000 time,
You're 40. What are you talking about?
I'm not 40, I'm 30. When I watched that film as a 12-year-old,
We get a close up on Hugh's bald head, and then the people can tell us if he's 30 or 40.
Sorry,
I know what you're talking about. I've got a hat.
We can see straight through your hair.
Well, that's just the way
Anyway,
I make it.
The Matrix, still a great film, but when you watch it, you will feel the staleness of some of it, and it's really blurry.
Yeah.
Was the film always that blurry?
I think it's again like what Hamish was saying. See
The
with, like,
colours, the colouring's all wrong.
Yeah.
Like it's either
I think
super white and
they
saturated.
had a filter on everything, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was a style. It was a
I
style
don't-
at the time.
I don't think the 4K remaster did much to it.
Alright, that's
I
interesting.
honestly didn't. I didn't notice anything because when I watch a 4K Blu-ray and you're sitting a bit closer, you notice a lot more detail. But
Well, what inconsistencies or
Yeah.
anything?
yeah,
sort of
you
like
didn't see
that.
it.
Yeah.
Right, Dom, have you been watching it on TV? I say TV. People watch Netflix and Amazon Prime and stuff like that.
So I was speaking to Hugh earlier about this. That
I'm going to crack open another cold one.
Here you go, boys.
If you guys don't mind. I saw you waiting for that, and I was like, "What's he
What's
going
he-
to
what's
do?"
he planning?
Sorry,
I was
couldn't-
not expecting that. That was like very low on the list of things I
Sorry.
was expecting you to
I
do.
couldn't
Like.
help myself. The feeling just took over.
Anyway, so Dom, what you been watching on like television wise, series wise?
So I've not watched much through like Netflix. It was I was watching some Evangelion for it, and I was
Neon
watching.
Genesis
Yeah. So I was watching that,
Is it-
and that's
because it's an anime. You've stood up to walk away.
I'm out. Yeah, no.
so we were
Non-goal, what's it called? Non-goal lesson that I've league you learn.
Hamish, one more time.
I would make that the
It was-
podcast.
I think
I don't even know what that was.
I think I said it quite clearly though.
That's true. Apologies. Apologies. So
I think I nailed it.
So we watched. I watched the end of that. I've seen the series before, but to rewatch like the last couple episodes of it was very interesting to see, or just to see the reaction of.
Wait, why
Jason to see-
did you rewatch the last one?
Oh, because I've seen it. Like that was like one of the first animes that I've ever seen. It's sort of one of the big ones. Animes. It was one of the big ones that first came
I'm
over.
pretty sure
It's a
it's
classic.
anime.
It's a classic anime series from the 90s. That
No, I'm just curious. Like, why didn't you watch the whole thing? Why did you?
Oh no, I've seen the whole thing before, but see like the last couple episodes of it, it's very interesting to see where they go for it because the way they I don't want to really spoil anything if no one's seen it, but they do some weird
I won't be
things.
able to find
No,
it.
no, no,
I can't
but
even-
I
I can't even
don't
spell it, mate. I'm not even
because like I can even say myself, I still don't really understand what they're trying to do with it. So you're just like it's very Akira.
Right.
If that's like if anyone knows what
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like, it's
aye.
very like what the hell did I just
Even
watch?
me, a non-weeb against you weebs, have seen Akira.
Yeah, so
Akira's a fun film.
So after
makes almost no sense.
So after
Yeah.
so after watching that, me and Jason decided to watch Megamind and take our minds off that. Megamind, a Will Ferrell sort of movie from DreamWorks, the one who's the big blue guy.
I've never seen Mega Man.
So, yeah,
I'm so surprised. Yeah,
so that came out at the same time as Despicable Me.
Right.
And they both basically were fighting for each other. Very sort of similar movies for it, but I did prefer Megamind over it because I think it was just Will Ferrell did really well in the job. Tina Fey's in it, Brad Pitt's in it.
That's some
It's
cast.
like, yeah, it's real interesting. Jonah Hill, he's in it.
Is it a kids' film?
Yeah, it's an animated sort of one for that.
I mean, it's a kids' film as much as something like Despicable Me is. Like you could watch it as an
Appreciate
adult,
it
and
as a-
yeah, so we did watch that and had a good chuckle from there.
That's a weird segue.
It's very strange, man, because it was like
a classic psychological anime.
yeah, and I'm like,
To
it's
Mega
more,
Man.
it's more just because you're like, how are you supposed to, like, what did I just see there? And you're like, do you know what, I was just thinking something stupid. And then you watch that and you realise that that's actually aged really well.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Very shocked at that.
Is it like The Incredibles?
I was just about to bring up
Yeah,
The Incredibles. Like, that's
so-
another film that's been like, you know, how long has that been? 15
15
years or
yeah,
something.
something like that, yeah.
But it's still
So
awesome.
this,
It's
have
still
you seen
really
the
good.
second one?
Yeah, yeah, I have
It
actually.
is.
Yeah.
It's good. Not as good as the
It's
first one.
not. It's nowhere near as good.
I don't think
I-
any of the Pixar sequels except Toy Story ever get as good as
I mean, it's
the-
very hard to say that about any sequel.
Yeah, yeah.
Terminator 2, maybe better than the first one.
Because it had to change it though. It went from like a psychological sci-fi
Yeah.
to
But my-
action sci-fi.
My point is like there's very few films that are, you know, the sequel's better than the original. You know?
So watching like that was very interesting because I remember seeing it in the cinema and thought it was really funny and never really watched it again. And then I was like, I'll just rewatch it. It's been a bit of a resurgence in it supposedly as
I
well.
might
Like,
watch
people
it.
have
I
been
might
talking
watch
about
it
it,
now.
like saying, "Oh, like, the Beats moment that happened here." I'm like, you know what? Actually, that makes sense. That's probably why I liked that more than Despicable Me, where it was very minions running about saying banana and having like you're like, whether like there's a character called Minion in Despicable Me and in Megamind as well. So that's why it's like quite similar. It's very strange for it, but
It's weird that
worth a watch.
one took off because of the stupid minions that
Yeah.
you see everywhere now.
I hate them, man. Like it's just.
But
I liked
they-
them at the start. They were like funny and stuff,
Yeah.
and then they just rammed it into your face
Aye,
over
but
and over.
it's just so.
it's the Frozen effect as
fucking
well. when
low
something
brow
like-
humour, you know what I mean?
Aye.
It's not funny, but it
It's
gets
my
a
kind of
wide
humour.
audience. Gets a wide audience of those fucking 40 to 50-year-old women with a short haircut and a glass of white wine, you know what I mean?
And they want to see managers constantly.
Yeah,
you mean-
the Karens of the world?
the Karens of
They're
the
always
world.
called Karen. Man, like, it's just honestly. Like,
Jeez.
Hamish the Sense, loves Karens.
You love me some Karens.
I mean, you know, easy picking.
What about yourself?
Yeah, what have you
have
been
been
watching
man?
TV wise?
TV wise, I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball films.
Nice.
Trials.
Sorry, I just threw up there because Dragon Ball is absolute shit.
I thought it was just the beer you're drinking. You just got a bit of weep in your mouth.
Yeah, shall fucking take you outside.
Well, you know what? You're a moron because we. No, let me explain my thinking. Let me explain my
Bring
thinking.
this back.
Why you spend
Dom.
your England?
Dom and I literally just asked you, what are you watching TV wise? I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z films. It's like, films, not television. We've done films!
It's alright,
Sorry.
because
You saw 3 in a day. You've had your piece. Let's talk about TV and not Dragon Ball.
I've been watching tons of wrestling, like 90s wrestling, shoot interviews,
Some wrestling.
and 90s wrestling pay-per-views.
Mhm.
Almost for no, like I lost interest in wrestling about what, 7 or 8 years ago. Never didn't care. I saw one shoot interview with Kevin Nash, and I was like, "Oh, the 90s are so cool." Like,
Back
Kevin
up my
Nash-
bullshit.
Kevin Nash was calling people marks and getting heat, and I was like, "Oh, I'm back." In.
I love it. I'm all up in there, man.
Where's Scott Hall? Where's Scott Hall? Yeah, Scott.
How cool is Scott Hall? Hey yo,
Yo.
hey yo. No, like honestly, wrestling shoot interviews are hilarious because you get to find out all of the backstage shit that goes on, like the fighting, the amount of drugs and alcohol. I mean, your face.
It's like,
drugs and alcohol.
what? Like, I'm in the wrong fucking profession.
See you later, podcast losers.
And Kevin Nash,
Yeah.
one of the coolest guys around, man.
I would love to have drinks with him and
Yeah.
just shoot the shit with him because I think he'd just be Some of the stories he would tell you just be great. And then
reminds-
him being in John Wick and all that is like
It reminds me
surprising,
of my brother
Punisher?
Jason.
Oh, is it
I'm pretty sure as well.
They get to that point of size, like
Yeah.
it's Kevin Nash is about 6'10",
Yes.
7-ish foot. Jason's 6'8"-ish. They get to a point where they don't care anymore. Like they don't have to care about anybody's feelings because like they don't have to care about physical retribution.
Because it takes so long for their opinion to get up to their ears, like
Yeah.
a mile up.
Like, it just tells you everything.
Because all you hear
He's
is
very open with what his opinions are.
it's because everyone else is basically Charlie Brown voices when they're talking. It's like wah, 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 wah.
Everyone's so low down. They're like, oh,
Well, I think
thanks.
that's more because he's Kevin fucking Nash.
But yeah, it's like it's true
I
because
don't
he's-
think it's a height thing.
he doesn't need to worry about anyone's, as you said, their feelings, but he doesn't need to worry about repercussions because he's been in the business, he's made his money, and now he's got a sort of an acting career as well. He's been doing pretty, which I don't understand that he keeps. You know, he was in what was that Channing Tatum movie? thing?
The jumps. No,
Mike,
not,
Magic Mike.
Mike,
He's been in them as well. So why the fuck is Kevin Nash? And they fucking.
Like sexy, mate. Like fucking sexy. That's what his nickname was.
It's like.
Hugh's getting a bit, you know.
Hey, yo.
hey, yo. No,
But yeah, it's like still getting work and doing movies like like Punisher, but he would, and John Wick and.
He was great in the Punisher because all he did was just
Yeah.
batter the Punisher and then get boiling water on his face.
Yeah.
No longer big sexy after that.
Big Daddy, man. Like.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I've been watching on TV?
What have you been watching, Hamish?
I don't want to know.
Well, you would.
No.
I've been watching Stranger Things.
Oh.
Trying
Why
to
would you?
anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like 5 episodes in and I'm like, this is a pure chore.
Oh,
Season
really?
one?
Because it's shite.
Season
Oh.
Season 1.
Yeah.
No, I started at season 3, Hugh. Obviously.
Season 1 is
Shite.
classic.
Shite.
Wow, I'm actually really
Classic shite.
surprised, man.
I'm just like, you know, a lot of time when you go home and you're done with work or whatever, and you're like, I'll put something on, I'll watch something. I don't feel that way about Stranger Things at all.
So strange.
Honestly?
The only time that I put it on is when like, Dom and Hugh like it. We talk about it sometimes on this podcast. So maybe I should watch it, and I really need to force myself to watch it because it's shite.
That's
That's
well, at least
crazy,
you,
man.
at
It's
least
not
you,
crazy, it's shite.
at least you gave it a try. But I'm very shocked.
You know what, I'll probably still will watch the rest of it. Like,
Yeah, try to get to
I
that.
have nothing else in my life.
Anything like
I've got nothing else to do. Hugh doesn't invite me to the cinema when he goes to the cinema, clearly.
Cinema.
So, you know, I mean, I might as well just stay at home and watch Stranger Things.
Well, your opinion on Stranger Things, I'll never invite you in, never again. Season 1 is
Shite.
almost like a perfect show. People,
But perfect shite is one of those shites where you go to the toilet and then you shite and then you don't need to wipe.
Why don't you like it?
a bunch of poopy ass.
You know what? I can't even put it into words. You know what? Have you ever seen Ballers? With The Rock?
Yeah.
I've got the exact same, well, the exact opposite feeling. The same feeling, but the opposite feeling. I never feel like I want to watch Stranger Things. Ever. Whereas with Ballers, I know it's bad, technically, but I just feel like I want to watch this.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Do you think it speaks more to you? It's more like your sense of humour, your sense of like like you just feel.
You
you
don't
get
I
get, you don't get
genuinely,
the,
like-
maybe you don't get the nostalgia. The
Well,
push
no,
in
like,
this.
no, because like they have made references, and I've been like, all right, cool. And even in the back of one of the kids' rooms, there's like a Thing poster. And you know, Dom, you touched on this last time when you were talking about season 3. There's more references to things like the Thing and stuff like that. And when you said that, it was kind of what made me think like,
Maybe
you know,
it's
I
not for
might like that.
What
But,
about the soundtrack for season 1? Because it's a really strong soundtrack they have as well.
yeah,
Really synth.
the soundtrack's fine, but it just.
Is it the characters you don't like? You don't like the stupid kids?
I don't like kids at all. Man.
I thought you'd like Hopper.
Aye.
Who the fuck's that?
The police,
Police
police
guy.
guy.
Yeah, he's
Police guy,
aye.
like pure Scottish.
Polish, the quality police. No, dude, he's okay. Aye, he's
What
alright.
about the mum?
Winona Ryder?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because I would.
Oh God! Here it comes.
Oh yeah, there was going to be a Ryder joke there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you didn't like.
no, and her acting is fantastic. See, there's a bit where, like, her estranged husband comes to the house,
Yeah.
and obviously, like, he takes all the lights down because that's how
He's well
Will communicates and stuff like that. But she's like shouting and stuff. Like, her acting is fucking phenomenal, really
It's on
good.
point, isn't it?
It's brilliant. But it's just, It's just not enough.
What do you think of like what Hugh was saying there, like with the cast of the kids they have, like especially like 11 and
It's.
Millie Bobby Brown.
I don't even
the other
like.
actors.
I literally don't
Kids.
even
really?
care. Like it's just they're just there in this TV show. You know what I mean? Like
They're trying to solve a mystery and have
so,
like, you know, do things like that. And
they're
you're just like,
they're
you know,
so uninteresting that I just don't have an opinion on them.
not even like the
I
battle
don't-
they have between each other.
That's not. It's not funny. It's not cool. It's just.
Okay,
You've got, you know, they talk shite, and then you've got like the one kid who's like, oh, Elle's great, and then you get the other kid who's like, nah, she's a fucking weirdo, and it's like,
Right, so
okay, well that's very exciting, like big fucking deal, you know what I mean? Like,
Do you get the ET vibes off this?
I've never seen ET.
What the fuck?
It's a fucking stupid alien with a
finger.
light up finger. Like,
Her and her.
who gives a fuck?
It's too late to quit the podcast.
And no, you can quit anytime you want. Man. I would
can't quit.
I'd be glad
I
if you
just
would.
can't.
You watch
I just can't quit you.
He doesn't like Dragon Ball. He doesn't like Stranger Things. He's
Well,
never seen ET.
See, to be fair,
Mm-hmm.
I like good things.
Oh.
No, honestly, like it's just
It's very.
E.T.'s overrated. Stranger Things is overrated.
How would
Dragon
you know
Ball Z
ET
is
was
overrated.
overrated?
Because of course it is. It can't be as good as everyone says because it's just some fucking stupid alien that comes to Earth and there's like a kid that is like, oh, I'll take you home, and then they fucking cycle over the moon or whatever. Like it's a load of shite, man. It's a fucking load of shite.
Sorry, so you think E.T. is about a kid taking
Well,
an alien
it's like,
going
no,
over?
it's like an alien lands on Earth and a kid finds this alien. In fact, there's an like.
Drew Barrymore, isn't it?
Is it Drew Barrymore? Yeah.
She used to be a girl.
Yeah.
But you not get that the film is more than just that brief synopsis.
No, it seems like the whole film, to be honest. That seems like all of it.
Do you know that it's had product placement with like M&M's in it?
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't, because I've not seen it, Dom.
Oh, it has M&M's in it.
See,
You
here's
like
the thing, right?
M&M's? See, you like this movie?
I'm not going to turn around and be like,
Phone home.
well, I suppose I should watch that then. Like,
I think you should watch ET to get.
Nah,
you know, this is the
it's
same. This is the same reason we slag our friend Simon, who has never seen Star Wars because he thinks it'll be shit.
That's different. That's
How?
totally different.
How?
Because Star Wars is a massive fucking
And
franchise.
so ET is a massive film,
No, it's a shitty film.
bro. Whoa, bro.
It's about this fucking stupid alien with a light.
Star Wars about this stupid guy.
We
This
sort of
stupid
think something
alien guy
like
with a sword laser thing. There you go. I'm synopsis.
That's the worst.
Well, you just did the exact same for E.T. did.
I'm sorry, is it not an alien? Oh, it's an alien.
So is
Does
it-
he come to Earth? He comes to Earth, doesn't he?
Right, it's
Doesn't
left
he?
behind me.
Does he have a light in his finger?
Right,
Yeah, he
right,
does.
right.
And there's some kid that finds him, doesn't he?
Let me do this.
At least my synopsis is accurate.
Right. There's a guy on a planet. He meets an old guy.
Okay, I'm interested.
The old guy.
That sounds amazing so far.
You got me.
Tell me more.
Take my money.
Somehow I don't think you're being honest.
I don't know. It's never appealed to me. E.T. is just it's one of those.
So
films
yeah, I honestly
Oh,
think
that's one thing we'll need to watch then. We need to watch it.
But are you trying to say that if I'd watched E.T. I would like Stranger Things?
I think you would get the 80s vibe better because things like E.T.
Purely by watching E.T.
There's a lot of E.T. in Stranger Things.
season 1 especially, I would say.
Yeah, season 1 because of the young kids.
Because of 11 and not sure what she is, so very alien-esque sort of
That's
from it until you sort of.
that's the one thing that's kind of interesting because obviously she's got powers and then like whenever she does it she gets a nosebleed.
Did you see the flashbacks with like in the facilities and stuff
yeah,
like so?
yeah,
Like,
that's interesting.
and
Right?
see when they have like the moments where it's just her, like in
Yeah,
the room where it's
aye,
just
yeah.
black.
Aye,
Well, that
black.
was like always like my favourite scenes for like.
Yeah, that's interesting because I'm like,
What is this?
what can she do? How did she get those powers? Was she born with them? Was she given them? Kind of thing. Blah blah blah. That might have been already explained. But
I'm not sure by
I
episode.
genuinely
Yeah.
just I put it on and I'm like, fuck. Here we go. Stranger Things.
I do not.
Oh, but yeah,
understand
no.
that
You touched on that. Soundtrack's awesome. I really like the soundtrack, but it just reminds me of Legion.
Oh
Very,
yeah,
very
'cause Legion's
similar.
in it, but
I've not watched Legion, but I'm going to say it's shit.
Give me a synopsis of Legion then.
A guy has powers.
Go on.
He does things with those powers.
No, he doesn't. In fact, you know what? He doesn't even have powers at the start. You're wrong.
At the start, they go, okay, well, just change up in. He doesn't have powers at the start, but he develops powers.
There's a guy in a
This
thing.
is clearly not the same.
How is it not?
Because I know what E.T. is about, and it's shite. You don't know what Legion's about at all.
That is... I know that Legion's about... Is it Charles Xavier's brother? Son?
See, you don't know what you're fucking talking about?
That's very close though.
Nah, it's not really, is it?
It's about his son.
Charles
who's a
Xavier is
mut-
actually in this new season.
Is James McAvoy in it?
Some random guy.
He's like, I'm Charles
I'm
again.
not going to watch
They
it.
they asked Patrick Stewart. Well, they never asked, like, the showrunners never asked him. But people said, like, have you seen Legion? Would you like to be included in that? And he was like, I'm totally up for that. But apparently they never.
He'd take too much
Ask him.
money.
Well, you know
He's
what?
doing Picard as well with the Star Trek series.
I've actually seen a still of the new
Star Trek?
Xavier, and he's young, so maybe that's why they're making it.
Should've
So
just asked James
it-
McAvoy.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But
McAvoy or Stewart? That's a Deadpool reference.
That was a Deadpool reference, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, okay.
It too. I think since we're talking about McAvoy, you seen the trailer for it?
It's McAvoy in it too?
Yeah. He's one of the guys in it as well. There's a few other people in it.
There's some really good actors. There's
Who else is in it?
some other good actors.
Have you seen the first bit?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yeah, I did that.
Was it scary?
Freaky.
I
I
don't-
didn't think it was scary, but
I
it was
don't-
freaky.
You know
was it
what?
the stuff that
I-
creeped you out?
It was kind of creepy, yeah. But I don't really like.
Films still scary?
Aye, yeah, because I'm like I always have that detached. Like this is a film thing.
Yeah.
I mean, films scared me when I was young and stuff like that. I remember there was some werewolf film.
American Werewolf in London.
No, I loved that.
Paris?
No, I loved those films. But it was the something or whatever. But that's the only film that I remember. Like I couldn't sleep when I went to it was my aunt or something like that because we were all behind it. Oh no, wait, actually, and one of the Hannibal Lecter films. Silence of the Lambs, I think it was. And all it literally was I went to somebody who I now think like, how dare they? But I went to them. I was like, is Hannibal Lecter a real person? I was like, yeah. And I was like, is he alive? Yeah. And they were like, and he just escaped out of prison. This is like my fucking aunt or something like that. Like they told me this, or like my dad or something. So I just sat there like, just assuming that he would obviously come to Rothsay, like this wee tiny island. I was like, he's alive, so he's obviously gonna come here. I was like,
He's gonna come here.
aye.
He's gonna kill me.
He's gonna
me.
eat me. Like he's gonna burst through that door. Fucking assholes, man.
So, Bill Hader, he's in it from The Office.
Bill Hader.
Yeah, he's in Hader, sorry.
Yeah.
He's in.
Which is weird because he's in the trailer, but he didn't say a word in the trailer.
Is it in the cinema?
Not in September, yeah.
September.
I might watch the first one.
19th of September or something like that.
I watched the Tim
'Cause
Curry version.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, man. Like.
It's more funny now.
It's
Yeah.
kind of cheesy, like I
Yeah.
mean, that, you know, that's the same.
Tim
Like,
Curry is hilarious. Like
well-
you see his face,
I think just those films back in the day were more kind of.
tongue in cheek.
Yeah. Like I remember watching The Exorcist, and you know, people were like, "Oh fuck, back in the day, that was scary." You know, that was really fucking bad. And I watched that and I was just like, "This is laughable, like ridiculous."
You
You
know,
know, what I mean?
fighting in
Like,
the aisles and all that.
yeah, it's just kind of. So I think if you watch the original, you'll probably feel the same. Like it's kind of
I don't-
silly, but
I don't feel scared at films. I feel tense. You ever watch Paranormal Activity? Paranormal
I've seen the
Activity?
first one. Yeah.
I've watched them all.
The
and,
first two, I think.
it was a bit of a tradition. Me and my girlfriend would go see them at the cinema every year, and the hilarious. It's a jump scare film.
Yeah.
So you'd be sitting and you're like, it's coming, the jump scare's coming. It's like, oh, it didn't happen. No, it didn't happen. Right. Get ready for the next one.
Yeah.
And like,
You're always kind of on edge, like
yeah, people are screaming before even if anything ever happened.
like the dread of
Yeah.
like what's coming.
Yeah. Before there's no, you don't see it in these films.
You know what? I think that's better. I honestly think that I would be more scared of films now if they didn't reveal so much. It was the same with like Alien, first Alien film. You didn't see the xenomorph until the very end. You know what I mean? But people were scared the whole fucking time because they're like,
when is it
oh
coming?
God,
What is this?
Aye.
Yeah.
I'm still
And it's-
fucking scared of Xenomorphs.
It's the same with like the thing and stuff like that. Like it's the psychological part of it that's scary, but just some, you know, horror film. I'm doing air quotes for those podcast listeners. Horror film where it just gives everything away. You're kind of like,
They give it away most of the times in trailers now. There's no like
yeah,
suspense to it.
aye.
It didn't really do that. See, for like the first sort of the remake, they didn't really.
What didn't?
It,
What?
they didn't really for it.
I'm so happy with it.
It remake. Is that better? They didn't really do that. It had like the bit with the Georgie and the drain. Just like I've got that for you, and then
That's
it.
the most famous part of that film, though.
Yeah.
That
Aye,
story.
that's-
There's an alternate take of that, which is hilarious. Have you seen it?
No.
It's like legit from the movie.
Alright.
From it, so it was just like for the boys, like, come on, you get the boat, and he's like, he goes in, gets the boat, goes, see you later, and then Pennywise is like, shit, and it just cuts. I'm like, okay, that's actually pretty strong. But
You know what I would love to see though, and I thought we might be getting this when they released the Dark Tower film.
Yeah.
There's like an overarching. So I don't know if you guys have ever read the Stephen King novels.
The
Like
Dark Tower.
yeah, but the Dark Tower. You know how they have you
Is
seen
that
it? Have you seen
Elba?
it? Have you seen the
Is
film?
I've seen the film. I've read the first 2 books.
You know how they kind of touch on it in the film and talk about all these universes and stuff like that, but that's on the back of this big turtle, which sounds weird.
Very Discworld.
But there's like this god who's like a turtle, and like Pennywise the clown is another god in that same reality. It's
So that's Stephen King cinematic universe.
basically like there's
The car and all that.
7 or 9 novels that all kind of encompass this. You know what I mean? Like,
Cujo as well. The
yeah,
dog one.
right, yeah. I'm thinking that's one of them.
What's the car one he's got again?
Oh, what's it called?
Kirby,
Yeah.
fully loaded.
Lizzie Lohan.
The Dark Tower was a good film.
I'm
right?
sure it's just Cars too.
Yeah, but you seen the film?
Christine.
Yeah.
Christine.
That's what it's
yeah.
You seen the Dark Tower film?
Mhm.
I liked that.
Yeah, I really
film,
liked it, man.
Then I read the Dark Tower book and I was like, this is
Aye,
nothing
it's
like that.
Nothing like it at all, man.
But
I was told that when I came
I
in.
like
but
it
was
just
like,
about, and I like Matthew McConaughey, so I was like,
Yeah.
I like this film already. but yeah, my point is that would have been really cool to have this whole thing tie in. But
do you think they'll be able to probably plan for that? Like, you think
I
they'll
don't think
just
so.
say, because he's made quite a lot of money with this remake.
Yeah.
A lot of people liked this remake.
I feel like if they were going to do that, they would have introduced it in the first hit.
They still kind
this new one.
of probably.
They could, to be fair, yeah, but I don't see happening. I think did they not record this at the same time as, or like right after?
Yeah, right after it was.
Yeah.
So they could.
I saw the trailer
'Cause
where
I'm sure there's like Georgie. You see him, and he's the same age, so they must have filmed it at the same time.
I went to the cinema and I saw the trailer for the second one, and it was one of the girl went to the old woman's house, and the old woman was like acting kind of weird, and she was looking at the
Sweaty and all that.
yeah, she was looking at the old woman's photos, and I had like Pennywise in,
Yeah.
and the old woman was like naked and hopping around and stuff, and I'm like,
Chasing after her and all
fuck this, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to that film. I don't like scary films.
Yeah, it's.
Hello, man.
I really enjoyed it. Like I say, like I don't get scared by films because I always know it's a film. But I did enjoy the first remake. Not the first hit, but the second first hit.
I like that though. You brought that back.
It was pretty good of you.
So yeah, it is something that I'm looking forward to, and I'm sure it is.
What are you looking forward to?
It.
What's that?
IT. I
But
am a big computing fan. I'm sure it's September, so I'm looking forward to that. There's a good few things coming out.
Yeah, cool.
Over the next few months in the cinema. So yeah, I'm looking forward to them. Anything you guys are looking forward to in particular?
The end of this podcast.
I'm looking forward to the end of our friendship.
So, Hugh, what are you looking forward to, man?
Today, Amazon Man delivered me some Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 and
Amazon Man.
Amazon Santa.
Fire Emblem.
It's like the worst superhero ever. Amazon Man.
He delivers some good shit though. I think Fire Emblem's out on the 26th, so I'm going to 26.
26.
I'm drunk, right?
26.
26th,
There's
is
a
it?
PH at the end there, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to smash in some Switch games, and I've got some VR stuff to play. If only I had more free time and less work, I would get them all done. I don't think there's any movies that are coming out anytime soon that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, The Lion King?
I mean, I was looking forward to Stuber, but you know. I wasn't invited, so I don't know. You know,
we'll go see it.
It's no ET.
No, it's not. ET's well better.
That's a callback. That's a callback.
Yeah, callback to all these people listening 5 minutes ago.
I'm going to play some games. We'll try and stream this week. We'll put up the times on the Instagram.
That is
wait, hold on. What is the Instagram? We got an Instagram?
The Instagram is instagram.com/patchesin.
No one says that. No one says Instagram.com.
Well, it's Instagram @patchesinofficial. You happy with that, Hamish?
Yeah, it's okay. That's okay.
What about our Twitch?
It's Patchesin Gaming.
No, it's twitch.tv/patchesingaming.
Make up your fucking mind.
Well, no, you don't put in the address on Instagram, but you do on Twitch.
I think they'll find Twitch.
Well, maybe. Who knows? But if you know what, if you can't find it, then you can email us, and we'll figure it out for you. You can email us at
patchesinofficial.
Yeah, patchesinofficial@gmail.com.
One more time, Hamish?
patchesinofficial@gmail.com.
Oh, that was
Tons of patches and unofficials.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
stay away from them.
They're trying their best to, just undermine us.
Elbow us out, but you can't elbow us out.
I mean,
we're free guys.
If it says official, just trust it. It'll be fine. Just put all of your details in there because it's legit, it's verified.
Do you think you'll have to be drunk to enjoy this podcast?
I need to be drunk to enjoy it, mate.
Oh, listen to this.
Oh, I'm never listening to this. Dom, what are you looking forward to?
So, hopefully try to finish off a couple of games. Still got Gaiden to finish through, but then I jumped on the two.
My God, this is a whole saga. This has been 3 podcasts, Dom, and it's 6 weeks because we have podcasts every 2 weeks. If you want to go back and listen to them,
we might be going to weekly.
We might be going to weekly. You know what? We're going to go to weekly if we have some shit to talk about. So if there's something that you want to hear us talk about, you want to hear our opinions on, you want to hear us, in
a long format, about an hour and a half, 2 hours of us talking about one subject.
After we cut out all of Hugh's terrible banter, it'll probably be like an hour and a half.
And I'll still have 2 hours of banter in there.
The extended edition.
We can't get rid of them that easily, so
But yeah, we're finishing that. I've got a few things I'm looking forward to.
You're going to lend me Devil May Cry 5?
Oh yes, I will indeed. I will lend you for that. But the trailer's dropped for Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Kevin Smith's not really been doing great movies recently, but he's still...
recently you mean the last 10 years?
Aye, well...
That's recent for you, old man.
It's more like he's still good with his podcasting and stuff like that when he's doing his directing on TV shows like Supergirl and that. He still has some talent.
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Smith. Just shout us out back.
This podcast crew.
That's fair. We gave you a shout out. So,
at Kevin Smith. At that Kevin Smith, should I say? But yeah, the trailer itself, I didn't know what they were going to be doing with it. We got to see them do Hollywood Babylon, him and Ralph Garman, and it was nice to see a wee bit of the trailer of the movie.
Yeah.
But the trailer just dropped, and it seems like he's got every single person that's been in the movies before, isn't it? So I'm very shocked at that.
Yeah, no, that's good though, because you want that. You don't want just this cheap knockoff.
Yeah.
Rehash.
So I'm looking forward to that. It's coming out later on this year, and then also they did do another drop for Halloween for another Halloween movie coming out 2020.
Yeah. So as it stands, we'll leave that for the night. Thank you for listening. I've been here with Dom.
See you later, guys.
And I've been here with Hugh.
Bye, guys.
And I've been Hamish.
And this has been Patches In.
See you on the next episode, guys. Television, Hugh. Do you know what that is?
Don't look at me, out of the way.